So we're at a critical window of the session. This is the policy cutoff for both the House and the Senate. And this is the week where a lot of my bills have been heard, and I have a very small window to make sure everybody's kind of understanding what is some pretty complex policy. One example is my bill on the juvenile gun offenders. Now, the purpose of this bill is to get treatment at the earliest possible point. And we had some problems in our system where someone, a young adult, could be arrested with a fire offense but not get referred to treatment. But one of the problems we found is that the judges were a little concerned about whether they would have a final say or not in our bill. So we were very careful in the wording to say, yes, use the evidence-based treatment, but if there's a really good reason that the judge thinks they shouldn't go to treatment, they have that ability to opt out. So we're trying to really move the system in the right direction, but still give judges discretion. So that bill is under conversation, but I do hope that will pass out this week. Another example of a bill that we've been working hard all summer from last year was on vacating prostitution records. There's very strong bipartisan support on really combating the sex trade. And what we've learned over the last few years is that these young women are coerced and they're forced into this industry, usually at the age of 14 or 15, and they are traumatized victims. And so as we punish the pimps and johns, we need to help the young women. We need to help get them out of this industry. They need treatment, they need housing. A lot of them are going back to school, but there's a problem. These barriers of prior offenses. They have these felony charges that make it hard to do that next step to get housing and to get jobs. And so we have the bill, which is to allow those charges to be released, but there's a lot of questions. When can you do it? How can you do it? Again, this one allows a judge to review it. It allows multiple convictions, because that's what usually happens. People are trapped in that industry for years. And so again, I think these are good bills, but we have a lot of discussions to do this week to make sure people understand the intent. So the next steps in this process are the bills go through the fiscal committees. And then after those cutoffs, we'll be back on the floor and running bills. We'll be running the Senate bills in the House, and the House bills will be run in the Senate, and hopefully things will keep moving forward. And again, this is still a great time to be in contact with my office. Please send your emails, call us. Again, we have a couple more of our final weeks, but I'd really like to hear from you. Thank you.